Hey, sister girls, it's your big sister Abby Rodell, and this is Full Roster, your go to dating podcast for advice, hilarious stories, tough love, and a deep dive into the shit show that is the dating world. Welcome to Full Roster. Okay.
Hello, sister
There
girls.
you go.
Welcome back to Full Roster.
Nailed it.
Abby is not here today because it's the
Pride episode.
Pride episode.
I'm going to sit here and look pretty all day. Happy Pride.
Thanks.
Happy last week of Pride,
Last
Toady.
week of Pride.
We
We're
finally got
going
around
strong.
to it. We are. I saw a bird today.
You saw a bird today?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? Mean.
Okay, there's a thing called the bird theory,
Okay.
and it is to test your emotional connection with somebody.
Okay.
And it's primarily used on significant others, of course, but it can work on any relationships that you have. But essentially what it is you say something that's really meaningless, it's stupid.
Okay.
And then depending on how the person you're telling reacts, tells you if you're emotionally safe or emotionally connected with them. You reacted really positively.
Oh, thank God. I was like,
You
ooh.
asked for more information. You were
Okay.
okay. It wasn't you didn't ignore me. You didn't say, cool, and just shut it down.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A positive reaction or response would be are you gonna tell me about
Yeah.
it?
What kind of bird was it?
Right,
What color was it?
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I might have to implement that on some people.
yeah, gotta. It's it's a really interesting theory.
Yeah.
It's such an easy thing to say to see how somebody reacts towards you,
Yeah.
what they really think about what you say and what you
Yeah.
mean to them.
Hmm.
Isn't it so interesting?
That's way interesting. I think we talked about my high school reunion last
Yeah.
episode. What we didn't talk about is
Oh,
we
God.
went to afters until 5 a.m.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't share that on the pod,
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
that is the longest and latest I've been out in a long time.
Ugh,
Long time.
5 a.m. just
5 a.m. And it
shoot
was
me.
one of those moments so Kansas City, we have the World Cup going on, and everything is open later now because of the World Cup.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time since I've even been to the close of bars. So usually when things start thinning out, that's when I'm
Mhm.
realizing, okay, it's time to start packing up, going home. Because when you're
Mhm.
drinking, time is not a real thing.
Amen.
And then someone said to me, and the bar is packed at this point still.
Yeah.
Someone says to me, it's 5 a.m. And that the time hit me like a
Ugh.
truck, dude. I was like, no way. And I immediately felt disgusting.
I would
and
have passed
awful.
out.
And I had 3 friends come back to my place with me to they were just sleeping there. Left them upstairs. I literally ran downstairs, went straight to bed.
Bet.
Did not say a single thing to them. I went to
I
bed
bet,
in the clothes
dude.
I went out in.
Holy crap.
Didn't change
Yep.
or nothing.
Yep.
I had to come up the next morning and be like, sorry, y'all.
That's
on me.
crazy. Oh, yeah,
I
5
came up, 2
a.m.
of them were sharing a couch.
Oh my. Hostess with the least.
Hostess with nothing.
Literally. Speaking of the FIFA World Cup, go Netherlands, baby.
Let's go.
When this episode comes out on Thursday, my sister and I are going to be with the Dutch folks.
Yeah, you are.
And the Orange Army
Yep.
getting crazy.
Jumping from side to side. I'm
Yep.
a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. You've been practicing.
Hey!
I'm going to the game.
Yeah, he'll be at the actual
I'll be
game.
at the game, but I'm jealous that they're doing that part.
Yeah. So fun. And I'm jealous of him.
Well, you watch, right?
Yeah. I'll entertain your clients.
I
for
know
you.
you will. No doubt in my mind about that.
So pray for us when this episode comes out.
Roster rundown.
Wow.
So we're going to talk about the Valley first. We got a lot to cover this episode, you
Yeah,
guys.
we do.
First, Michelle is dating Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that's crazy. We've known about that now for a few weeks,
Yep.
but she was on Watch What Happens Live
Okay, I didn't see
and
this.
talked about dating him.
Okay, wow.
They have been dating for 3 months or so.
Okay.
From what she kind of said to Andy. So it's very interesting. However, after she said that, I saw this on Instagram. People have been, and I didn't realize this, that Dr. Dre has a violent past.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and has assault charges
Wow.
from 30 years ago.
Are those domestics against a
Yes,
partner?
yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and then he's been violent with non-partners as well,
Wow.
where he's been charged with stuff. So, yeah, really interesting. I think a lot of people can reform and a lot of people can change. I treat violent people like addicts.
hmm
It only takes one fucking bad day for them to relapse or go back to what they were addicted to before,
100%, yeah.
And so that's kind of how I treat people who are physically violent. It just takes one bad day.
I just worry about Michelle because, she was she's on the up, you
Yeah.
know. She is doing great after leaving
Yep.
Jesse.
Yep.
Doing great after leaving him.
Yeah.
He's a freaking loser. She's even like, you know, paying off half his debt in order to get out of it, you
Yeah.
know? Like, so, I mean, I just
Yeah.
hope
How do
she
you
just
feel
doesn't
about
run
that?
into another shitty relationship. I mean,
Paying the half the debt, isn't that terrible? I mean, obviously
it
that's what you sign up for when you get married.
it is. 100% is. I definitely feel for her though because she didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you know, that's the price you got to pay for a
It
divorce, I
is the
guess,
price
you
you
know?
got to pay.
It is. It
Yes.
sucks.
Yep.
It sucks, but you know, it's also just crazy. This last episode, his card's declining.
Yeah.
What's going on with
I
him?
know.
What is going on with him?
She said that's not a new thing. When she was on Watch What Happens
Oh,
Live, she
no
said that
way.
is not a new thing.
All right, on to Love Island.
Amen.
Thank God Casa Amor is coming.
Thank God.
I love that you
Holy
lowercase
crap.
God.
Yeah. It's getting slow. It's
Yeah,
getting way too slow. Everybody is coupled up, but not in couples that I think have chemistry.
yeah.
It's like they're all just very safe right now. They're having fun. The guys are having fun with the guys. The girls are having fun with the girls.
hmm
That's it.
Guys are having fun with the guys.
They are having a lot of fun with the guys.
Pride episode.
Literally, this is perfect for the Pride episode.
Zach and Bryce.
Bryce.
Brian Bryce.
They need to fucking kiss already.
Literally. I mean,
They need to kiss already. I understand the producers are being messy, so they're showing every single interaction that Bryce and Zach are having, right? Like
100%.
you know they
They
are.
know that it's selling.
Yes.
Heated rivalry got us all on
Yes.
it. So it sells.
100%.
But he's walking over, showing him
Yeah. Did you
his
actually
semi.
see that part or not?
I didn't see like the episode, but I've seen clips
Okay, okay. It,
since.
it crossed your desk.
Yes, it's crossed my desk, so it goes. Every clip I've seen jumps from them showing the chub to them talking about the chub, and like he's telling him how nice it is, and like
I know.
I've
That's why I'm
always
like, do guys do that? Do guys show each other their half
yes,
chubs?
yes,
Like friends?
yes,
What the fuck?
yes. I've
I need to
always
stop
said this,
cussing.
and I will always say this. There is nothing gayer than a straight man. There is nothing gayer than a straight man who has guy best friends.
And he's always said that.
I've always said it. I've experienced the locker rooms in high school growing up, and that is the gayest place on earth.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, it's insane.
Huh. I mean, I guess, like, as girls, we look at each other's boobs.
But they're playing grab ass with each other,
It is,
touching each
yeah.
other,
We're on it.
humping each other. Like,
I mean, I guess there could be groups of girlfriends that do this, but like, I've never shown another woman my vagina.
yeah.
You know? I like women, obviously, a lot of women have seen my boobs. But yeah, to just walk up to him and be like, look at my
What did he say? Girth check.
girth check.
Girth check.
What the heck, man?
Wow.
That's so bizarre.
I wish guys would do that to me.
What though?
Check the
Right.
girth.
That's like an unsolicited dick pic in real life.
It is.
That's crazy. Yeah. And then Zach leaned in
He did.
to look in
Not
his
only, yeah, it
pants.
wasn't just like he walked up and like just
Surprise.
messing with him. No, he went, oh,
He
oh,
fully looked over
yes.
into this man's pants.
Yes. Yes. And then talking about it, comparing it to his later on while they're sitting on a bench. Was
Yeah.
that like, so I've just seen those two clips back to back. Was
Yeah.
that the same day?
Yes.
Okay.
Same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to us about Daddy
The
Caleb.
clip of them Zach sitting on the edge of the bed and him grabbing the back of his neck, pulling him closer, and Zach's eyes are straight on that girth.
Yeah.
And he grabs his chin and lifts it up. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm blushing thinking about it.
Bro. Same. Men, please take notes.
Yes. Take
That
notes.
was hot as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
That was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
I need to stop cussing. I'm flustered.
Whew.
Literally. Thank God you have the cards in your hand.
Really.
Yeah, no, that was so hot. Rewound that 20 times.
The season of Are You the One,
Mm-hmm.
where they were all bi or sexually fluid,
Yeah.
was the best season of that show.
Yeah.
So I wish they would do that for Love Island.
Yeah.
Because it would
That
just
would be
make
very
it
interesting.
like, I feel like Love Island is all right, but it's the same thing every single
Every
season.
season, yeah.
And then you go to Australia and do the same thing. Then you go to the UK and do the same thing. And yeah, like Casa Amore's still fun and movie night's still fun, but
Yeah.
past that, it's fucking boring.
Dude, we basically got Casa Amor movie night and the heart rate challenge all in the same episode. So the guys go to Casa Amor. They were going to do the heart rate challenge. So the girls are sitting there waiting for the guys to come out.
Oh, and it's a whole bunch of new guys that come out.
Well, no, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
It's a screen is unveiled and they're watching the men in Casa Amor do the heart rate challenge with new women.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to watch
So
that.
we got Casa, heart rate challenge, and movie night
Oh yeah, because that's like a movie night to them.
Yes.
Wow. I hope they
All
do
in
another
one
movie night.
episode, bro. They better. I hope
Yeah,
so too.
because movie night's the best night of
It was
the.
crazy. Now, producers, I think, did that because the women, they would have never talked to the new guys or given them the time of day.
Yeah.
Like Anaya, dude, is so hooked on KC. She
Okay. Yeah.
would never talk to somebody new. Like all the girls, dude. It's actually really weird and sad. They need to be opening themselves up more.
Mhm.
Like, screw these guys. So I think the producers showed them that, and they're bringing in 12 guys instead of six.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But aren't they all kind of ugly? I've just seen like the pictures of them and like people are roasting them
Are
online.
they?
Yeah.
I only got the really brief clips of them like running in, so
Okay.
I didn't get a good look at them.
Okay. Yeah,
But
people are like roasting them online,
interesting.
like
Okay,
talking
I
about
am
how
an episode
hideous.
behind,
Okay.
so
Okay.
but yeah, that was a great episode.
Okay.
And we freaking needed it
Yeah.
because we were getting bored.
Yeah.
We were
Well,
getting
that's the
bored
thing. It's hard for them to keep us entertained when they're dropping 4
every
episodes a
day.
week,
I
5
know.
episodes a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's too much.
It really is crazy.
You need to watch Off Campus.
You,
It's on Prime.
you,
So
you
tell me
need
about it.
to.
Convince me. Sell
It's
me.
hockey.
I love hockey.
Another hockey thing. The butts aren't nearly as good. There are wieners,
Mm,
and
okay.
they're not gay.
Mm,
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't talk about this. This is the
yeah.
pride
I was like,
episode.
ooh,
This is the pride
yeah.
episode.
Next.
I watched it in less than 24 hours. It's 8 episodes.
Okay.
I literally binged it on a Saturday night. I
Okay.
started it and watched, I think, the first 5 episodes. Got up at 5 a.m. the next day because I could not sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Turned it on.
Okay, so tell me more. Is it like a love story about hockey people?
Okay. The only downside about it that I'm not a fan of is that it promotes that women can change men. It's the whole thing of like he's a player and she wins his heart and
Okay.
he leaves his player ways behind and falls in love with her.
Sounds like
That
every
bullshit.
rom-com that has
Yeah,
ever come out.
that bullshit that like never happens.
Every Hallmark movie.
But it is a very cute movie. I
Okay.
love why the main characters connect. They connect a lot like over music and stuff like that. And I just think it is a super, super cute show.
Okay.
So cute. Obviously, I watched it. I've watched it 3 times through, actually.
Have you actually?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Wow.
It's stupid. I don't know
Okay.
why I love it so much. The music in the show is also amazing.
Okay.
Like it's just cool. It's a good vibe.
Okay.
I like it.
I'll give it a shot
You should
then.
watch it. You should. Make Brooke watch it with you.
While we're still on roster rundown,
Yes.
we do got to mention House of the Dragon.
Okay. You talk all about it because
Sorry.
I've not heard it.
Sorry, it's so
seen
good.
it.
So season 3 just came out, and well, not the full season. The first episode just came out of
Okay.
season 3, and it is crazy.
It's like an hour and a half long.
Yeah,
My friend was texting us
Yeah.
that her and her husband were watching it.
yeah, it's probably more like an hour and 15. Intense opening. I mean, huge battle. I mean,
Okay.
huge people dying. Like
House
very
of
main
Dragons. Is this
characters.
the one with the blonde?
All of them have blonde people in it, but this is the one. So
Blonde girl with the dragon in Game of Thrones.
no. So this is about her ancestors like 200 years before. And
Oh.
this is when there's like a bunch of dragons in
Gotcha.
like all the Targaryens have a dragon basically.
Gotcha.
And then a civil war breaks out within the Targaryens. So it's not just like people fighting people, it's like dragon
Dragons.
riders fighting dragon riders, and it's
Interesting.
insane. It's so good. Lots more incest. We've got a kid, Alicent, she's the queen regent, I believe. But she is the mother of the king, who the king just ran away. And now his brother has taken over as king, and they just kissed. Daughter,
Okay.
or son, I mean, son. This is her son she's making out with.
Ew.
Yeah. So they're like pushing the incest stuff way more.
Weird.
It's crazy. But outside of that, it's
Really
really
keeping
good.
it in the family.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Great show. You should watch it.
Okay.
Did you like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I forget how far I got.
Okay.
I have watched like the first 3 seasons multiple times.
Okay.
And then I just fall off.
See, for me, it really starts falling off like around season 6.
Yeah.
It's kind of when it starts getting too far out there, and I don't like it. But
Yeah.
season 1 of House of the Dragons was really good. Season 2 was pretty slow because it was a lot of world building, a lot of like
Mhm.
tension building
Mhm.
between the two sides.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, they came out with swinging for season 3 because
Yeah.
that first episode was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see. Isn't it on HBO?
Yep.
Ugh, I just don't
Your
need
favorite.
don't need another streaming service. Until I have sponsorships, here's a quick plug, sisters. If you're all about fashion, fitness, and lifestyle inspo, head over to my LTK. I'm dropping my favorite looks, workout must-haves, and items I use on the daily. The best part about it is you can shop everything in one place. Follow me at Abby Rodell and get in on all of the looks I am serving.
Welcome back, sister girl. I hope you enjoyed that segment of Roster Rundown. We are now heading into the sister circle of it all.
What are we going to talk about in Sister Circle, Toady?
We're talking all things gay,
Amen.
all things queer. It's Pride Month, baby.
It's Pride.
So we're talking. It's a Pride special.
Amen. Why don't I open up with some questions for you?
Okay, great.
This just kind of popped up in my head when I was thinking about topics to talk about this week. But
Okay.
when I go to men's houses, I look for feminine products in their bathroom
Mhm.
to see if they have women there, you know? What is the equivalent for you?
Hmm. I don't think there is an equivalent though.
Because it's like anything you find could be his.
Yeah, 100%. I would say like if see, and like that only helps if they're in a long-term relationship, but like the clearness of like someone else living there,
Yes,
you
for
know.
sure.
Um, I mean,
A
there's
lot of
really isn't
condoms.
anything.
Condoms? Bunch of
No,
condoms?
gay people don't use those.
Amen. You should.
I know, but they don't.
Shame, shame.
Well,
How and when did you come out?
how did I come out? You were there.
I was there.
I came out Christmas of when was it that? 2016 is when that would have been. And we were at my grandparents' house in small town Kansas, and I blacked out because I got so drunk on what is that? It's like that whiskey, but they put the gold flakes
Squirt.
in it.
Oh,
Squirt.
Goldschlager?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Ew,
blacked
that's what you
out on
drank?
that stuff. Yeah, but yeah, blacked out on Goldschlager. Came out to everyone. So it was me and my cousin Brooke, her sister, sitting in this outdoor area, and there's this other guy. They're just a family friend. I look over at Brooke, and he's drunk too and just rambling on about stuff.
Yep.
And I go to Brooke, "That's it." And she goes, "What?" I go, and I'm not saying it, I'm
Yeah.
just mouthing it.
Yeah.
And she just goes, "I know."
Yeah.
And we did the classic hug and everything.
Yeah.
And then pan to the right. So this is like an enclosed porch that we're on, totally like indoors, but it's like a porch area.
Yep.
And to get into the actual house is a sliding glass door. And you look to the right, and Abby is laying on the ground, face against the glass, just smiling at us, being a psycho.
You're
I'm
what we're
having
talking
this
about.
vulnerable moment with my cousins.
I was just being such a goofy, like spying on you guys.
Uh,
Yep, had no
that was a
idea.
big thing for us growing up, is we always spied on the grown-ups or
Yes.
anyone who wasn't like, I
Yeah.
mean, the drunk people
Yeah.
is who we were spying on.
100%.
And I
100%.
was said drunk person this
Yeah.
week. So then I run inside and jump on top of Abby and tell her.
Yeah.
And then we have some lesbian aunts, and these two hyped me up, and they're like, "You have to go tell them. You have to go tell them." They're
Yeah.
sleeping in their bed.
Woke them
I
up in the
run
middle
in
of the
there,
night.
jump in bed with them, wake up in the middle of the night,
Yep.
tell them about it.
Yep.
Don't remember anything the next morning. They
Hilarious.
send one of my lesbian aunts in, Jackie,
Yep.
because she's great at topics like this.
Yep.
She goes, "Hey, bud, you remember anything from last night?" I go, "No." And she goes, "Okay, well, be prepared. You came out to all of us." I said, "Oh, no way." And that's how I came out. And then I went back to college and made like a coming out post on Instagram.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Crazy. We know how like our close people reacted
Yeah.
with us there. How like did your dad react?
I never actually told my dad.
You never had like a
No.
conversation.
He kind of heard through the grapevine, I assume. I mean,
Gotcha.
so I posted on Instagram with the intention of one of our other family members finding out, knowing that they would spread it around.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So I knew that they would spread it around and get it to everyone,
Yeah,
and
amen.
I didn't have to do any more work
You
because
know,
there's a lot of stress behind coming out. Like,
yeah.
and I don't want to keep having those conversations with everyone.
The only way that I can compare it to that is when I was getting a divorce.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did not want to call every single family member and tell them I am getting a divorce.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that conversation 100 times. Obviously, it's not nearly as like I didn't really give a crap about how people were going to react to me getting a divorce, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I can imagine that you had some fear in a way that how people were going to react, but that's like the only thing that I could compare and be like I kind of have a feeling what that feels like, you know.
Yeah.
But even
See, and
not to
that's the
that
thing in our
magnitude.
family. I mean, I'm not saying our family's perfect. I'm sure there is some stuff there, but with Marsha and Jackie, I mean,
Yeah,
they kind of paved that way. So it's like, I
100%.
mean, it's not a new thing in our family. So
Right.
we have lesbian aunts, and
Yep.
so that made it a lot easier because it's not like the gay community was new to our family at that point.
Yeah.
But then another core memory from that is afterwards, you and said ex-husband took me. Where would I have been going? Probably back to college. Probably took me back to college, and we stopped at Pizza Hut or something, and we were kind of talking about it, and I don't even remember if it was you or him who said it, but they go, "So you like taking it up the butt?"
Oh my God. You know, could have been either of us.
Genuinely could have been.
Could have been either of us.
And I go, well, that's not my position, but
Oh my God. That's crazy. Or that is,
I'm
and
sure
it's
you
a
know.
core
It's a
memory for
core
you.
memory for
Oh
me.
my God. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm actually really proud of our family with how we have a lot of LGBTQ representation
Mhm.
in our family. Like
We do.
we've got bi covered, trans covered, gay covered,
Mhm.
lesbian covered. I mean, we have a lot of that covered and it makes me really proud because I can relate to people.
Mhm.
I am more knowledgeable
Yeah.
about it because of our family members.
Yeah.
So I think it is such like a cool thing
Yeah.
that we have that, you know? It yeah, like I said, it just makes me feel more knowledgeable.
Mhm.
What was your dating life like before you came out?
There was no dating life.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, there was definitely some sleeping around,
Some
but yes,
flings,
no, I wouldn't even say there were flings
girth
because
checks.
girth check, because it's not like it was always at like sleepovers,
Yeah.
and it's not something we would address beforehand. It was just kind of something that happened,
Okay.
and then it
Amen.
would never get addressed afterwards.
Okay.
So it was literally like a fling in the night, and one like I slept with 5 different people in my high school, all of which are still in the closet. Well, or
Yeah.
maybe they just decided they don't like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just experimenting. One of them has multiple kids now.
Damn.
And one of them, I mean,
Did you see any of them at your reunion?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Still didn't mention
Yeah.
anything, and I kind of just avoided that one.
Yeah.
Only one of them was in my class.
Okay.
But then, I mean, one, it was literally like a multiple year long thing that we were
Wow.
hooking up, and
Okay.
but it never turned into anything because it never
And
got addressed
he's
afterwards.
still in the closet. That's
As
crazy.
far as I know, I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't kept caught up with him,
Yeah.
but as far as I know, last time I saw him, he had a girlfriend. So that's been 5, 6 years ago.
Amen. How did it change once you came out?
How did what change my dating life?
Yeah.
Well, I could date people.
Yeah.
So the town I grew up in was a very small town, classic conservative town. The church I went to was very, I mean, they preached against gay relationships and things like that.
For sure.
So I went from, when I went to college though, I kind of like cut off everyone beforehand
Hmm.
that I knew, minus family basically, and a couple of friends. And when I went to college, I decided like I'm going to be out the whole time. Doesn't matter because I went to a college where no one from my high school went.
Hmm.
So I was out at college before I even came out to you guys. So
Yeah.
like Bree knew I was gay back then.
Yeah.
All my friends from college knew I was gay because day one in college I was gay.
Yeah. Nice.
So I mean, it just gave me the opportunity to date people because I
Yeah.
couldn't beforehand.
For sure. What's some advice you'd give someone very newly out of the closet?
So one of my favorite quotes when I first came out was, "Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind."
Amen.
Yep. So that was one of my favorite quotes coming out is if they truly love you and are going to be a part of your life long term, they have to accept your queerness.
Yeah.
And not in a way that is judgmental or in a way that is, especially talking from my religious upbringing, I heard a lot of, oh, everyone sins or, we all fall short or something like that. And I reject all that stuff now. But back then it was just like, okay, well, those are your beliefs. And
Hmm.
now that's not something I would even entertain. So
Hmm.
I would say do it and go full throttle. Just change your life. Because, I mean, it is the best thing that happens. And the more you drag it on, because when I first came out, I was telling people I was bi and then went to gay. Not you guys. I went straight to gay with you guys.
Yeah.
But it's just like it drags it out so much more and makes it so much more stressful.
For
Just get it
sure.
off your chest. And,
Yeah.
if you're gay, come out as gay. If you're bi, come out as bi. And
Yeah, because if you say I'm bi, they're still being like, "Oh, isn't that girl so hot?" And
yes.
you're like,
Yes.
"God, no."
No. She's gorgeous, yes,
Yeah,
but not
right.
interested. I
Right.
ain't girth checking her.
Yeah. Literally. Okay. What's some advice you would give someone on coming out, like before they come out? If they're
Mm,
scared. I feel like that's like probably a big thing is being scared.
I think my biggest thing is do it for yourself.
Mm.
Come out for yourself because I've been in 2 situations now where a guy came out because of me rather than
Mm.
coming out for themselves. And that is not as romantic as it sounds.
Yeah, for sure.
In the moment, it's like, wow, you do that for me, like you change your whole life for me. But
Yeah.
looking back, like it creates resentment,
Yeah.
and like I had to switch my whole life over because of you and like turn my whole life on its head. I didn't plan on coming out. It's
Yeah.
kind of like their response
Yeah,
to it. But I became
100%.
out because of you, and it can turn into a very toxic situation
Yeah.
very quickly.
Would you
So
say you're only dating people now that are out already?
100%,
Yeah.
100%. I do not mess with anyone in the closet or anyone like semi in the closet. If you are
Yeah.
not out to every single person that you know
Yeah.
in your workplace, in your church, if that's, I mean, I don't date people in the church, but in your family, friends, everyone in your life needs to know.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
if you come out and we're on a date and you tell me that people don't know, you ain't getting another date from me.
Yeah.
Because
Amen.
that is your journey and you need to figure that out. And I'm not going to pressure you into
Yeah.
it.
I love that. Do gay couples feel pressure to follow traditional relationship timelines?
No, not timelines nor norms.
Yeah.
So you'll hear the term U-Haul lesbians.
Yes, I
So
have.
queer people tend to move a little quicker
Mm,
than typical hetero relationships, I
yeah.
guess. And I think there's a little bit of a mix between that. So, I mean, it can come from a lot of different things, but I think a large part of it is the like chosen family part of it. You know, like people, when you come out, a lot of people who are like in those smaller communities or more rural communities that don't have a lot of positive like queer communities get ostracized.
Mhm.
So when they find someone they click with and accepts their queerness, a lot of times like it can move very quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the term U-Haul lesbian, that's like it's a term that is related to lesbians, but I mean it can work for gay people too,
Hmm.
who they'll pack up their U-Haul and move in with someone in a couple of
First
months.
date,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
For
So
sure. What's one thing straight people misunderstand about dating as a gay man?
a lot of your husbands are out there,
Ooh,
a lot more than you'd like to think.
chee.
I hate to say
That's a
it.
meme. That's a
Yeah.
meme.
So there's this app called Grinder. I am not a part of it anymore because it's messy as hell.
I bet.
But Grinder is literally a straight up hookup app. I mean, there's no relationships going on Grinder. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
Hmm.
It is a hookup app. And there is literally people who are on there advertising, I am a married man to a woman. She doesn't know. And it's very like fetishized in the queer
Yeah.
community that like they want a closeted straight
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
And a lot of people are into it like
I
for a hookup
guess.
thing
Yeah.
because a lot of those, I mean, there is like in the queer community the attractiveness to, well, in the gay community the attractiveness to masculinity.
Yeah.
Masculinity is usually tied to your being with a woman.
Yeah. So fair.
So I think that's where a lot of that comes from.
Yeah.
But yeah, check your men's phone, see if they've ever had Grinder
Grinder.
downloaded because
Yeesh.
a lot of your husbands are on there.
Yowza. That's
So
it.
the next thing, other very popular thing coming out in the a lot of the gay community, but not just the gay community, is polyamory and
Mm.
ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
So, I mean, what is it? So it's polyamory, I think it can be easily construed with just like cheating or people who don't want to like settle down. That's not my understanding of it. It's having multiple relationships with multiple people and everyone involved knows about
Yeah.
it.
Everyone is in on it.
Yes, that's the ethical non-monogamy. Ethical, like they are highlighting that my
Yes.
partners know I am with
Yes.
other people. So
Yes.
when someone says ethical non-monogamy, that's what they're trying to say is
For sure.
my partners know I am dating other
For
people.
sure.
And
And
it's
I've,
not just a sex thing either.
yeah.
It's you truly
Right.
have other
Connections.
relationships.
A
Yeah.
100%.
So one of the most popular people that I've watched who talks about it is Bob the Drag Queen. You
Mm,
probably know
yeah,
from
I
Traders.
do. Yeah.
They talk about how they literally have a boyfriend in like every single city that they go to consistently.
Mm, hmm.
They're like, it's truly like I'm dating each person.
Yeah.
But they were running into the issue. They had like think maybe 4 or 5 different partners that they were dating, and they were running into the issue where, well, I have no time for myself now.
Yeah. Seriously, though.
Where do you find the time for
Jesus.
it?
For real. Yeah, I am kind of back on Hinge, and I've been seeing more and more of ethical non-monogamy,
Hmm.
which,
Oh, really?
yes,
Okay,
on
interesting.
Hinge, which respect,
Yeah.
obviously, like, I'm not interested in that, but I think it's fair that people put that out there,
Hmm.
and it is more popular. So I would imagine that people are actually out there matching
Yeah.
for stuff like that,
Well, did you see the show that came out, Couple to Thruple?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, that was a really interesting show that I think kind of brought,
big time.
I mean, I think it made a way bigger conversation
I
about it.
do. I feel like they sexualized it a lot
It
on
was
that
very
show. I
sexualized.
do hate that they did that so much. It kind
Yeah.
of looked like they were only looking for a threesome and not necessarily a throuple,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
relationship. So I do wish they did more interactive work with like communicating and stuff like that as opposed to just showing them making
Hmm.
out all the time. But yeah, that was a very interesting show.
Yeah. Because another thing about polyamory that gets misconstrued is that there's they're just not jealous people.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's it at all. I think they are very communicative people
Yeah.
who talk through things like jealousy, and it's not something that gets in the way. It's something that is worked through.
But we did see on that couples to throuple, there were like 2 or 3 different relationships that were getting jealous.
Yeah.
It almost makes me think that they went on that show as a last ditch effort to maybe stay together,
Hmm.
which is why there was probably some jealousy there. They're
Yeah.
bringing in this new person and there's already cracks in your foundation.
Hmm.
That probably is going to cause some jealousy,
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it's not something I can wrap my head around.
Hmm.
Somebody that I love getting to know somebody else. Like there's no freaking way I could wrap my head around that. But yeah, people do, man.
Yeah. And I've had some conversations with people like this, and when I say something like that, their response to me is always, well, why do you think you should have that kind of control over that person where they can't go out and form connections like that?
Yeah.
Like, what about you? Like, what is not necessarily going wrong in your life, but like, Where in your mind do you think you get to control someone like that and not allow them to go and explore? Because their belief system goes back to they don't believe that there's one person out there for everyone, which
Yeah.
I agree with, but I'm definitely way more of the monogamy train than the
Yeah.
polyamory train.
See,
So
I would answer that by saying I don't think I'm controlling them. I think we have a mutual boundary for each other. And if they choose to go explore other people, they can do that. It just will not be with me.
yeah,
You
fair,
know, like,
fair,
and that's a boundary,
yeah,
and you can't say like, why would you have a boundary over somebody?
yeah,
They're using it saying it's control. I don't think it's control. I
yeah,
think it's boundary.
fair.
We need to find somebody, have this conversation with someone.
Amen.
We
We
need to
do.
find a poly.
Anyone out there who's poly,
Yeah,
shoot us a message.
please.
We'll
No,
get you on a Zoom.
yeah, we would love to have convos.
Okay, so some stereotypes I want to talk about in the gay community. In a gay couple, asking one, who's the man and who's the woman in the relationship?
Yeah.
Neither of us are a woman. That's what makes us gay.
Yeah, literally.
If you are wanting to figure out who's the bottom, why?
Yes.
Why does that interest you?
You
Why?
know, okay, I do think people find it interesting because it's a concept that they don't understand.
Yeah,
So that is something that they're curious
yeah,
about. Obviously, it's an inappropriate way to dive into somebody's relationship.
yeah.
But when you don't know anything about it, I think it is so normal to be curious
I
and
think it's
ask
normal to be
questions.
curious, but why does everything lead back to sex
For
when you're
sure.
talking about a queer relationship?
Yeah.
It's not just sex.
Yeah.
It's a relationship like any straight man and straight woman. Like
Very much so.
there are women out there that peg their husbands. You're
Amen.
not asking them who's the man and who's the woman.
Me.
But anyways, we're both men. That's what makes us gay.
Yes. Yes.
Then you have on here every friendship has sexual or romantic tension.
Yeah, that's like a stereotype that I feel like people think is, and I know you don't have many gay friends,
Yeah.
gay male friends,
Yeah.
but when a gay man surrounds himself with like a lot of gay men, I feel that a lot of straight people think, oh, they're both gay. They must feel something
Gotcha.
towards each
Okay.
other.
I mean, not necessarily. I
Yeah.
mean, I think gay people can have friendships that are truly just friendships, just like a
100%.
a
Yes.
straight girl can be friends with a straight guy.
That is literally like insinuating that a straight woman with male friends is attracted to all of her male
Exactly.
friends.
I mean, it's the same copy and paste,
Yeah.
same old story.
100%. Hey sisters, before we wrap up with our last segment, if you want even more behind the scenes, daily vibes, and want to get to know me on a more personal level, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Abby Rodell. That's ABBEYROEDEL. I share everything from fashion, fitness, and lifestyle to funny or frustrating personal moments. I'd love to see you there. Slide into my DMs and say hi.
Welcome back, sister girls. I hope you guys loved that special episode of Sister Circle.
The pride,
the prideful
circle.
Sister Circle.
We are prideful indeed.
We are prideful. And we are not talking about gay. We just love ourselves. Now we are going into Inbox Audacity.
Oh, baby.
And let me tell you, they got the audacity.
Always.
They always got the audacity. So a strange man DM'd this woman, and she asked who it was. This was his response. I am the guy you are talking to and have been talking to for a couple of weeks now. I created this new account to talk to you, but I am not going to say my name so I can see if I'm the only guy you are talking to. So what is my name?
That's crazy.
That is honestly crazy, but...
No, that's creeper level 10. That would put me off.
Yeah.
I would say F you.
Fair.
No, actually, what I would say is Brandon. Todd.
It's been like 5 different names back to back. Yeah. But, I mean, is that crazy?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, why?
Because I find that to be so weird. If somebody did that to me, you created a fake profile to come into my inbox and force me to say who it is. You're backing me into a corner.
Yeah.
Saying that I better be the only person that you're talking to.
Yeah.
Now, I guess it depends on what.
I guess I'm assuming
dating.
the guy who did this already, like, they're in a relationship.
Okay, if you're exclusive,
monogamous.
Yes. If you are exclusive, monogamous, it's still weird.
It is weird, but like,
You're gonna get an
is
answer.
that better than going through their phone?
Well, no.
Because we do,
on the
we
toxic,
do that.
yeah, on the toxic scale, no.
Okay.
Because at least you're not wrecking their privacy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I still would be so weird.
Oh, it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. And getting
I
that
feel
message,
like
I'd be
someone
like,
could go through my phone and I wouldn't care.
yeah.
If somebody did that to me, though, the message thing, I would be so weirded out.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I'd rather get the message than someone go through
really?
my phone.
I just don't care if someone goes through my phone.
I don't either, but I do feel like, I mean, both shows a level of insecurity
For sure.
of some magnitude.
For sure.
The person has a level of insecurity. Oh, I don't know.
I'm assuming by what he's saying is that they are freshly talking.
Okay, if they're freshly talking, it's weird.
Very.
Yeah, and I've been talking to for a couple of weeks now.
Yes. Okay.
Weeks.
See,
Yeah,
weird.
that's early. That's weird. Because at this point, like, have you guys talked about only dating each other?
Right.
Like, because if not, then
Only 2
it's
weeks.
none of your
I
business.
highly suggest that the person that I've only been talking to for 2 weeks is also talking to other people.
I would hope they are.
Like, you know what I mean? If they choose to or if they want to.
Yeah,
Like, let's not don't put all your eggs in my basket.
yeah.
I could
Because
very
all
easily
my eggs are not
decide.
in yours.
Yeah, I could very easily decide that this ain't it,
Yeah,
you know? So, yeah, no, that's very very strange.
yeah. Yeah, definitely the couple weeks part. But honestly, like, if you're doing it as like an established relationship,
Yeah.
I can see why
Wouldn't you
someone would do it. I
assume
also just wouldn't do it.
if you're in an established relationship, wouldn't you assume that that's them,
Oh, duh. Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's so true.
So,
It still wouldn't get you what you need.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go through their phone.
Go through their phone. Only solution, go through their phone. Check if they have had Grinder downloaded. Because they have. And don't just check if it's on there, guys. Go to the App Store and see if it's
Yes.
in their Apple Cloud or
Yes.
not.
Yes, and we're going to talk about this next week actually.
Okay, because there's no reason a straight man should have ever had Grinder on their phone.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, Sister Girls. We really, really appreciate your support. I hope that you guys had fun listening to this Pride podcast. Last week of Pride, baby. I hope sometime we'll cover more poly and non-ethical
Yeah.
monogamous relationships.
Yeah, I think there's a
that's
lot to dive into with
very
that one.
fascinating. That's not what we're going to be talking about next week, but we'll put that on the docket
Yeah.
and do some more research on that and make sure that we're saying truthful, factual stuff
Correct
and
things,
make
yeah.
sure we're educated
Because
on
neither
it.
of us are
Not at all.
polyamorous. We're
Yeah.
non-ethical, non-monogamous.
Yeah,
Both
for sure.
monogamous.
Yeah, so we've got some educating to do on ourselves, and so yeah, maybe one time down the road.
Yeah.
Next week though, we are talking about getting into that phone.
Okay, hell yeah. I
It
got
is
some
gonna
tips for
be
y'all.
it is gonna be a toxic episode, baby.
I can't wait,
Yep.
actually.
I'm very excited to talk about it because I acknowledge it's toxic. I acknowledge that it's not a good thing. It's not a win-win. Like, but at the same time, I think it is so effective for finding
It'll get
what
you
you're
the
looking
answers you
for.
need.
Absolutely. So we'll talk more about that next week. In the meantime, make sure you're subscribing to all the platforms or whatever platform you're listening on, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go like us on social media at Full Roster Pod. If you have any write-ins, if you want to tell us about getting into someone's phone, what's the craziest thing you found in your person's
Please.
phone? That would be a crazy write-in. You can either email us at fullrosterpod@gmail.com or you can write us to the Instagram account at fullrosterpod. Either works. And then come back next week for more belly laughs and crazy dating stories. Until then, I hope your DMs are smooth and the red flags so obvious. See ya. Thank you for listening to Full Roster. You can find me on all socials at Full Roster Pod, and you can watch the video on YouTube. Like and subscribe to support the show, and come back for the next episode. See you next week.